This content is based on a telepathic communication between the ninth density collective of Raah and their conduit, Joe. Welcome to the Book of Ashtara. Throughout history, we the Arcturians have interacted with civilizations across the planet. We have left our mark in many cultures, but more importantly, in the energy field of Gaia. We stand above conflict, meaning divine neutrality is our hallmark. This makes it quite easy for civilizations and star races around the universe to accept our presence. Our teaching vibrates high above the game of duality and physicality. We meet with anybody that invites us, and we never pick sides in conflicts. However, there's a reason why you haven't seen any Arcturian spacecrafts landing. The human energy field hasn't been conducive to purposeful interaction for quite some time. Since healing is the focus of this chapter, let's explore the tale of Chiron, a centaur, half man, half horse, and immortal by birth. We bring up Chiron because his story, rooted in human mythology, is well known to most spiritual seekers. Unlike his fellow centaurs, Chiron was not a warrior. Instead, he was known for his gentle and cultivated nature, serving as a healer of men. However, Chiron was afflicted with a wound that refused to heal, and the pain was unbearable. Eternal suffering became his prison. Despite his ability to heal others, Chiron found himself unable to heal himself. What Chiron chose to do next stunned the gods. He gave up his immortality and opted for a mortal life. Fractals of light share similarities with Chiron. As a soul, you are immortal and exist in a blissful state of enlightenment. However, by enrolling as a student in this universe we call Eon, you have embraced the limitations of the Matrix. You were aware that you would experience amnesia and endure moments of perceived suffering. Chiron relinquished his immortality to escape suffering and seek relief through death. As a soul fragment, you undergo successive lives in a cycle of reincarnation. However, the third density game, with its amnesia, loses its power over you when you manage to see through the illusion. Subsequently, as you decide to step away from the game, you become eligible for Ascension. If this realization occurs during the 26,000-year Ascension cycle, you can exit the game as Buddha and other Ascended Masters did, through intense focus and dedication to meditation. At this unique moment in time, since 2012, Earth has reached a cyclical 100-year-long window of graduation. This so-called harvest signifies that you will transition to the next and semi-physical fifth realm, either through an in-body ascension or at the moment of passing. Either way, the third density is soon merely a memory for the graduating class. Humans have now reached a stage where it is not only appropriate, but essential to remember and understand the bigger picture. You have acquired vast knowledge from your numerous life experiences and have grown through your many incarnations. Just as Chiron is known as the wounded healer, soul fragments ascend and heal themselves by healing others. Instead of dwelling solely on your own emotional wounds, you transcend suffering by harnessing the power of your own pain and transmuting it into healing energy directed towards the world. The quickest path to ascension lies in service to others. During the period of harvest, there arises a collective necessity to leave breadcrumbs of wisdom behind for those who are not yet eligible for graduation. The evolution of consciousness follows a cyclical pattern. Consider this as ascension and progression through service, leaving gifts of wisdom for those remaining on lower realms to discover and learn from. Ultimately, your present, past, and future selves are intricately connected through quantum entanglement. Ascension can only be achieved by comprehending this interconnectedness. On the ascension ladder, the more spiritually advanced version of yourself aids the lower vibrational version with a particular emphasis on your third density self. In essence, service to others and service to self are two sides of the same coin. Since all beings are interconnected, one ascends by assisting those left behind, enabling them to later transcend amnesia and perceived suffering. Everything unfolds in the present moment. One must attain a level of awareness where time becomes irrelevant. To help you understand your place in the ascension cycle, we advise studying the movements of stars. Mathematics and cosmic code lie at the core of the universe. Therefore, the stars visible in the sky serve as valuable tools for gaining deeper self-realization. The cosmic backdrop aids in preparing for the cyclical energy shifts that affect all planets and beings. However, this does not imply that astrology as you know it is appropriate in today's world. Like any tool, astrology requires modernization. Just as you wouldn't use an Egyptian wheel for a modern electric vehicle, astrology needs updating. Thankfully, many individuals on Earth are prepared for this task, ready to enhance, refine, and expand this cosmic tool, transforming it into a companion for future interstellar travels. Astronomy and astrology will eventually merge into one. While there are enlightened astrologers among you, only an awakened mind can connect with another awakened soul. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Starseeds from near and far bring celestial wisdom to help you remember. Astrology was brought to Earth by us, the Arcturians, not as a tool of divination, but as a tool of ascension. Our cosmic language is not connected to planets in your solar system alone, but encompasses all stars and planetary bodies in the universe. When traveling away from Earth into deep cosmic vistas, you bring the star map with you. Astrology as a system adjusts to new solar systems and serves not only as a navigational tool, but also as a tool for ascension and healing. Humanity as a collective have many times reached various levels of enlightenment, only to later lose the spark. This is expected on the physical densities 1 to 4 with the progression of the equinox. Life is a process of taking 2 steps forward and one step back. During the period of slumber that you are collectively awakening from, astrology was thrown away like a dusty old sweater packed away in a box in the cold attic. Our Arcturian wisdom wasn't really forgotten, but actively pushed into oblivion. After all, our Law of One wasn't in line with teachings of obedience, dominion over others, and control. Today, humanity is awakening from a several millennia-long slumber. As a result, astrology will retake its place at the center of human education and society. Remember, life doesn't revolve around humanity. Galileo and Copernicus pointed that out centuries ago. Many discoveries of late were well understood by several civilizations that existed before the last flood. Earth is a wheel in a cosmic machinery that operates with exactitude and mathematical precision. You have yet to discover that there is a way of understanding the cosmos that only the merging of ancient and future timelines can offer. What we mean to say is that your current reality is the result of the merging of timelines. The past and future create your present. Humanity is on the verge of unraveling the mystery of life on Earth through the decoding of the cycles of incarnations. Humanity is part of a process of constant renewal following 36 astrological decans. We are approaching the time when we, the Arcturians, finally will return as teachers. First through channels like this one and by contacting individuals in private. These are small steps, testing the waters to see if the consciousness level is high enough to understand the cosmos. The powers that be can censor information and shut down communication, but there comes a day when withholding disclosure will fail. That is the day when human minds are unapologetically open. Hearts begin to shine, the pyramids reveal their secrets, and ancient technology is rediscovered by the creators themselves, returning in new avatars. Space arcs will rise to the surface, starseeds will reveal themselves, star agents can finally stop hiding, and you will meet your galactic family in person. This is a long-awaited grand family reunion for liberated minds. Ancient civilizations used to refer to us as the Blue Ones. With the age of Aquarius, our Arcturian starships will land. Protected by truth and wisdom, safeguarded by you, starseeds from near and far, we will once again share the teachings of Raah with humanity. We will embrace each other, share meals together, teach what we know, and witness your incredible DNA being activated as you reach new levels of consciousness. Please remember to leave cosmic codes in various places for future minds to discover and learn from. This is your gift in the present to your ancient self in a future setting. These repeated acts of service to others enable your future incarnations to attain greater awareness and eventually graduate from Eon. This is how the universe operates. No one ascends unless the entire universe ascends. All for one and one for all. Today, as your skies brighten, cosmic code will be discovered in the most unexpected of places. It was left behind by brilliant minds during the previous era of enlightenment, before humanity's collective consciousness level dropped. Utilize the coming years of enlightenment to propel your societies forward, ensuring that the next age of darkness, inevitable as it may be, won't be as bleak as the era you are emerging from today. We, the Arcturians, serve as the nexus between incarnations and planetary epochs, bridging time and space. Within 36 astrological rooms, we share our wisdom with students of pure heart. We teach the 9 keys of creation in accordance with our astrological calendar. This enables the student to decode the universal matrix and grasp the secrets of creation itself. As you master the precise musical tones of each astrological decan and piece them together, you unveil the hymn of Aeon. This melody of the universe grants access to the entire cosmos through your vocal cords. If sung within a structure built from certain stone or crystal found on Earth, constructed in accordance with sacred geometry in specific geological hotspots on the planet where ley lines meet, magic happens. It results in the opening of vortexes crafted millions of years ago by us, leading to a time and space that correlates with the soul imprint of the traveler. Humanity has reached a time when Chiron awakens and heals both himself and the world. He transcends the role of the wounded healer and assumes the mantle of simply the healer. Healing is an art form that combines mathematics with music, intellect with creativity, Atlantis with Lemuria. The Arcturian Ascension method involves fearlessly entering the Stargate, allowing past and future timelines to transform your present being. Some students return from the chamber after some time with amazing stories to tell. Others never come back, they choose Ascension. Instead of journeying to distant worlds, one can also use the energy from the open Stargate to restore biology to its original form. The 9 keys unlock what we call the network of the Ramakesh. This is a path for brave and dedicated students. We are talking Stargate Ascension, the Arcturian way. As you transcend your current avatars and embark on your journey beyond this planet, your DNA persists on Earth. Knowledge is encoded as memory in the vast oceans nurtured by the salt and energized by the sun. The human DNA contains important clues to your cosmic heritage. Within you, the divine spark and precious secrets have been kept safe for thousands of years. Soon the human genetic code will unveil its true powers. Star beings from across the galaxies gather to witness this awakening. This was my message to humanity. My name is Ashtara, a member of the 9th Density Collective of Raah. We love you very much. Finally, all of us together, let's breathe out all our worries. Then, let's breathe in a brighter future for mankind.